So today we brought the van after taking a break from doing a lot of work to it and to celebrate
Your
my
birthday.
Yay, it's my birthday.
So I was in the kitchen, I heard this loud thump on my front porch, and I was thinking, what the heck was that? And as it turns out, it's my refrigerator, my IceCo refrigerator. This thing is a beast. It is heavy. I don't know how the guy got it up there, and I feel bad because he brought it all the way up my steps, and I had to bring it all the way back down for the van. So, time to unpack this thing and put it in the van. I don't have any cabinets to put it in, but it's going to go in there.
All right, so here is the IceCo refrigerator. This thing is huge. I almost feel like I went too big, but I think it'll be fine. Got dual compartments. Oh, they even gave me a freezer bag, an insulation bag. Nice. Jeez, that is really deep. Wow. Wow. That is crazy how big that is. On this side. Okay, this must be the freezer side. Nice, got a little shelf down in there. I like the baskets, that way I was kind of worried about that. You'd have to like dig through everything, but if you can put stuff in baskets and then lift the basket off, that's great. Yeah, I love it. Cool, I'm excited for this. Alright, so I have gone ahead and put this thermal jacket insulator over it just to see what it would look like and to kind of show you guys, because I know other people, I've seen other videos where they have these coolers and they have the jacket but they never put them on, and I just wanted to see like what would the practical use of this be. And I think if you were going to have this like outside of your van, maybe to help really insulate it, it'd be great. But if you think about the logistics of this, I'd have to, if it's going to be in a slide out drawer, mind you. So if I have this in a slide out drawer, I'd have to unvelcro that, unzip this, and then lift this up with the lid. So I don't, and then unbuckle this, of course. So I don't know how practical it is. I might just kind of keep it just like that and not keep it zippered up all the way. But, you know, I guess for like long term, like if we're not going to be in it for the day, maybe just kind of do something like that. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be that much harder to zip it up, but we'll see. Like once I build the cabinet and the drawer for the slide out, although I'm just really impressed with how big this thing is. I'm not even sure. Like if I think about this, like I'm going to slide this up to where I thought it was going to go. I don't have my tripod with me, so I can't really set my camera up, but I'm just gonna slide this back so you can see where that is supposed to be. So let's put that in place. Sorry about the weird camera angle here, but if I go back just here, I think that pretty much is right there at that corner. And even then, these lines are no longer accurate because we are now putting in a wall right there. So whew, I don't know. That's going to be real tight, and that's pretty much going to take up every space on the bottom, but that's the way it goes. So we'll see how that fits in there. Here's the latest of what I've done. I've gone ahead and attached the crossbars for the bed platform, and after putting a sheet of plywood on it and sitting on it, I wasn't fully comfortable with it being supported by just 3 bolts into the side of the van, and I didn't feel like it was going to be sturdy enough, so I attached some footing underneath of it over here. I did not put one over here because the batteries are there, but I think that is now much more sturdier. I'm more comfortable with that, and all of those boards will be under the garage. It would have been nice and ideal to have them behind the whiteboards, behind the cladding, shiplap cladding, but it is what it is. I'm fine with it. Okay, so I have to apologize a little bit ahead of time to you guys. I didn't do a lot of filming in the last couple of days because I've been sick and run down. I've been working in this van pretty much every day for 10 to 12 hours a day. But I do have some updates on everything that I've gotten done. So let's turn the camera around and show you what I've done so far. So right off the bat, we have the bench seat in here. I have the electrical fuse box mounted. I've got 3 dimmer switches installed. I took the gangway 5 switch outlet out, and I'm gonna use these. These all work now. The light's all dim. I have a temporary mattress in here. I just kind of wanted to see how it would fit, but I do have bed platform up, as you can see. I got the bench in there, which is where the toilet's going to be once that arrives. Lori did the nice job on the cushion. She hand sewed all of that, along with the curtains back here, and the window, and on that side. And then over here, we've gone ahead and put in our bulkhead, which is unfinished on this side. We did have to make a little bit of a modification and remove some panels. I'm going to have to cut those shorter and reinstall those. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then of course on the driver's side, the bulkhead has been carpeted by Lori, and it's nice and padded as well, in case we bump anything on our heads or anything like that. We have a kind of an escape egress route that we can get in and out if we have to in an emergency, and it fits perfectly. So we custom made each of these panels and then attach them to the bulkhead here. And then it kind of goes right up against. It's not fully secured yet, but that will sit right inside of there. I did have to make one little modification removal. So they have these in here, and it's to stop the van from going all the way back. So since there already is one, I took the second one off, which was right there, and that is because it was hitting right there and not letting the door shut all the way. So now when I shut the door, it shuts all the way, nice and sealed with no issues. And there's enough room that I can squeeze my hand in between this and this handle when the door is shut. So there's just enough room that I can get my hand in there and pull that out and open it up. So today I will be working on making some panels for this bench, as well as attaching this wall all the way to that little section right there. And it's already attached over here and wedged in there, so it's not going anywhere. And then I think it might be just a light day today. I really have been exhausted lately with an injured ankle and injured hands. And Lori accidentally slammed my other hand in the door here last night, so just kind of need a moment for my body to recover, honestly. So, but yeah, everything else is coming along really well. I have the cabinet lights are all wired up. All of these lights are all set. The fan's up and running. I even have a kind of a temporary right now, but I put a little garage light dimmer switch back here as well, so that way I can just kind of control that back. I'll probably do something a little bit more professional looking when I have it. We are back in the van building some more stuff today. Today I'm going to work on finishing up my bench seat, which has all of my electrical in it, so I've finally put that in here. We have a nice cushion in here that was made by Lori. I'll also show you a few other things that we did here. But today I'm going to be working on covering this up, drilling some holes in here, figuring out how I'm going to mount this. I was hoping that I could take these nice, very inexpensive dimmer switches instead of those $30 ones. These were like 20 bucks for 3. So I don't necessarily like the look of the outside of them, so I'm going to figure out if there's a way that I could maybe drill a hole in the paneling here and come through, because this doesn't come off or detach from this plastic housing. So maybe a little tricky, but we'll see what I come up with. If anything else, maybe I'll just tape off this section or something. I don't know. I'll try to make it look good. So that's what I'm going to do today, and then I'll go ahead and show you everything else that we did. Here we have gone ahead and installed the bulkhead wall, and I started on some of the cladding here, which I will do. I did do a little corner piece here, but I don't think that's going to work on this edge here all the way up, simply because I'm going to run out of room. Also, I'm going to have to figure out some kind of way to either notch this out, or I might even just use this gray fabric that you can see, which is what is covering the front wall. So all of that material is actually covering the front so that it looks nice and professional. Try not to knock over my tripod here. Okay, so as you can see, this is all nicely done thanks to Lori. She did all of the fabric, and it's the padded backing as well, so it's nice and soft. So yeah, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to cover this. I might actually just use that fabric, so maybe that piece might come off, I don't know, or maybe I'll just leave that one there. We'll see. Not exactly sure what to do with that. I have gone ahead and removed the one bench seat, slid my IceCo cooler over, and that will give me more room for cabinetry, and I will use the IceCo cooler as an actual seat as well, which will be adjacent from this one. As you can also see, I have my bed in there. This is just a temporary foam mattress pad that I put on there just to lay down in it, just to check it out. So that is looking pretty nicely. I do have 3 switches that I've put in, and I have one more in the back as well. So I have like a little temporary switch for now. Also worthy of note with this IceCo cooler that I've had now for about a week, the right side, I don't know if you can see this, I'll get on a little bit closer. It's really hard to see because of the lighting here. Let's see if I can bring that up. There we go. So the right side is actually programmed for 4 degrees. If I hit this mode button, you'll see that it's set for 41 and the right side's set for 2. The actual temperature is 3 and 54, opposite of each other. So unfortunately, all the water that I had in my refrigerator is now frozen, and the ice pack that I had in the freezer is now not frozen. So I did send them a video and asked for support help to figure out what to do. So now that I got all my pieces cut out and measured exactly how I want for the seat that houses all of the electrics, it is time to go ahead and start painting. And I'm going to put on one initial coat, let it dry, then I'll put on a top coat. That way it's nice and solid white to match all of the rest of the walls. I'm also making sure, and I don't know if it's going to matter, but I'm trying to paint in the direction of the grain. I also decided to sand, even though these were already kind of pre-finished boards, I went ahead and sanded it with an orbital sander with 220 grit paper. Then I wiped all of the excess sand off, and now I'm putting on my top coat of paint. And I'm just using a cabinet roller, just a little 3-inch, 4-inch roller. It was pretty quick and easy, maybe 5 minutes to just do these small pieces. I'll be doing the same thing with the cabinets later on once I get those built. But I just wanted to get this first little section done, that way I know that it went on pretty well. And the can says to recoat in 2 to 4 hours. It dries in 1 hour, so I'll let this sit and cure for at least an hour and a half, and then I'll go ahead and put on the top layer. While our boards are over here drying for this little shelf right here for the houses the electricity, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting all of our shiplap boards that are going to cover this wall right here. So I'm going to get started on that right now. Alright, so as you can see, I have gotten quite a lot done. I've gotten this entire wall all nice and trimmed up. I got all the edges done. I even left a little notch out here for where I can put my hand in and open up the door. I did it all the way to the top. I even put in a little inset shelf with a little lip so that way I can put all my little spice bottles and whatnot in there. So there you have it. I think I'm going to call it a night. It is 9 o'clock at night. I've worked pretty much another 9-hour day today getting all of this done. So that's a wrap for the day. Tomorrow I think I'm going to attach all of the panels that I have painted. I've put 3 coats of white paint on it. It's an interior satin finish with primer, and that is looking really nice. So here you have it. Nice. It's got a nice finish to it. It's got a satin finish to it, so we can wipe it down if we need to. And that is going to go on this little section right here. So I am quite pleased. I still need to paint the edges, which I will do that tomorrow. But for now, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys.
So here is a completed look of the ceiling, the walls, and the back trim that I did. I used a hand railing, which is the top and the bottom section where the posts would go, and I stained it to match the ceiling.
Okay.
So today we brought the van after taking a break from doing a lot of work to it, and to celebrate
Your
my
birthday.
Yay, it's my birthday. So we brought the van down here to the creek and here in Yellow Breeches after going to Jubilee Day in Mechanicsburg, the largest street fair on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
One-day street fair.
One-day street fair. It was pretty awesome. So anyway, thought we would show you where we are at, because you guys have already seen the van. So now we get to take it to cool places like this, right here on the creek. Yay. We're excited.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little update for you. Little 1-minute update.